even bodhisattvas. So, the recording is on, now I have to be careful. As if I would be careful. Huh? The recording is on. One can get used to that. Huh? Probiotics, pineapple, another apple, pineapple. Why they don't not pineapple or pineapple? Pines are drying out now. They don't get any water anymore. No? In Germany, all the pines are dead. Sure.
Only eucalyptus trees left.
Even they burn away. Whole Portugal is a burning place with eucalyptus. Only because they grow so fast, they were greedy, and now they all burn like hell. And all the orcs who could take it, they're all gone. All made ships by it. Shipped away. Spain the same. Fuerteventura, it was once a forest island, and then Armada, Spanish Armada. All for Columbus.
But today they turn it into toilet paper.
Fuerteventura?
No. Trees, the eucalyptus trees.
Yeah, one who still takes toilet paper, for sure is not biological or whatever, should not claim that he is saving the climate.
No.
Toilet paper is the worst you can take, especially for your hemorrhoids. It's true. It's always irritating your hemorrhoids. Not only sitting in an ashram and meditating on a cold stone gives hemorrhoids, even toilet paper is productive. Ask me something. Especially this whatever from paper or whatever newspaper, toilet paper is like wow, so rough. Yeah, good. Anasuya. Wow, and Indian food is not so good for. Ooh, it burns sometimes. 2 times. Once you eat it and then when it.
Tomorrow we have Indian food.
Do what?
Tomorrow.
What?
We have Indian food.
Where?
Kulan Mountains.
Yeah? Oh, then I have to take some cream. Irritation, cream. Good. Yeah. Jimmy. Anything? No? Not again? Nothing again? Okay. Then I have to go to Switzerland or to Australia, or Canadians are you. Yeah, good. Switzerland.
So I was thinking last night, is not having an advantage really an advantage?
I didn't say that. Not needing an advantage, I say, is the advantage by nature. It's not having advantage is not. What is that?
So not needing an advantage.
Not being that what never needed any advantage to be what it is. That's the absolute advantage, not needing one. Like knowledge who doesn't need to know what it is. That's the knowledge. That what needs to know, or knows or doesn't know, is too late. So we're talking always about the absolute advantage, not some. Maybe for a person, then no advantage, maybe it's not so bad, maybe, but it's not good enough. If you understand, I don't need any advantage, it's still part of understanding, but not what you are doesn't even have to understand that. sense? Okay. Yeah, good. Something else in the book? The big book now.
Is it easy to be you?
Do what?
Is it easy to be you?
Me? Impossible. I hate this guy. I can just not get rid of him. I failed to get rid of him, so he may be there or not. No one cares anymore. But it's neither easy or not easy. What to do with him. To get rid of him is okay or not okay. No way out. No, I like that I don't have to like him, that I like most. I don't have to accept him, anything. Being that absolute independent of any presence of Karl or not Karl is uncomparable. So I don't have to compare him with someone else. He is as bad or good as anyone. So in that sense, maybe as he is. And I don't have to know where it comes from, some genetic or anything, or parents or conditioning. I really give a shit where it comes from. He is as he is. So let him be whatever, or not. So he maybe gets enlightened. I wouldn't care, really. Or is unenlightened, awakened or not awakened. Would make no difference at all. Just different for him, but not for. Okay, okay? So I can be very generous. He can do whatever he likes. So he can be free, that I can be free, needing to control him. That he has to be special or anything. So it's a win-win. Nothing to lose for him, nothing to lose for that one. Win-win. Okay. Shalaba, huh?
Okay.
Green is the hope.
Green?
Green. You're hoping.
Yeah.
It's a heart color. Strange, huh? That green is the heart chakra, not red. Wow. Crazy, huh? And red is the sexual thing down there. And heart is green. Green Tara, red Tara, Tara, Carnival. Ask me something. Australia.
It's not much left for the person to ask.
Do what?
It's not much left for the person.
Not much left. Okay. Then.
Sort of wound the way down yesterday and got to.
Yeah. It's like you anyway end up in quicksand. It will drown you into the, if you like it or not. As more as you move, as more that it maybe you drown. Maybe you, but to be quiet doesn't help. You will be drowned into that abyss of, anyway, if you like it or not. Struggling or not struggling makes no difference. Resistance is futile, as you know. And non-resistance is as futile as resistance. Isn't it wonderful, huh?
I find walking really is good.
Walking? That's Australia, walkabout. They always make a walkabout. And then they make a walkabout and then come back and talk about. How was it walkabout?
Just and like you say, it's good. You've got to talk anyway. It's like for me, just walking is just.
Yeah, that's Australia. Hello, kangaroo, my one and only. Walking about in the wasteland, out back. But they're all back. Sooner or later, they all come back from the outback. But it's nice to be in the outback for a while. Huh? Australia. And then they come to the pub. There's always this carpet, you know, these red carpets, and the pub with beer and triple X, 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 blah. So then you get, and then they meditate for after 10X.
4x.
4X, yeah. Then the XX.
Exit.
XX. They take a little X.
Yeah.
So it's like a mosque for them. They become Islamic. I don't think. That's why the carpet is there. Instead, in the moment it's not so hard. Yeah, I have to explain to Australians why things happen there. Oh, this. And they drink so much. Wow. It's like in Munich there's October whatever fest. It's always a competition, Canadian, English or Australians. Who can vomit more? It's true, they're sitting on a river there and then competition running. Who can drink more? But the one who vomits more can drink more. So it's like a craziness, huh? And it's really Canadian, Australian, English. There must be something in this language. Or sandwich. So, what was it? Walking about?
It
Wasn't anything.
Yeah.
What do the Indians do when they don't want to sing? They go to a temple, huh? They pray to Ganesha or something, or Shiva, burning down. Anything from India today? No? Fed up? I was in Ayurveda clinic in Bombay. There was this doctor in front of me, and she was, whoa, I never experienced a more angry guy than you. Whoa, I feel so much anger. Whoa. So, what's going on here? And then I saw pictures around her with Shiva, and Shiva temple, and I knew she goes every day to a Shiva temple next by and thing. And then I asked her, you go to the most angry guy in the universe, to the Shiva temple, and you tell me I am angry? Oh. So I like, people think that's anger, but that's just energy they cannot cope with. And then they think it's something, they get afraid, and then, oh, you must be angry, there must be something, be careful. Ooh. So what to do, huh? Shiva, Shiva, shampoo. Yeah, last possibility to.
Just what's coming up is just the words in spite of.
Yeah. That's all you have to. Just meditate on 24/7 being inspired. Just be inspired. That is meditation. That's the nature of meditation. Being inspired. Not because of the circumstance or anything or whatever happens or doesn't happen. Just being inspired. So if you want to know what is meditation, it's just being inspired. Never because. That is being quiet, complete, because being inspired means I'm complete. In spite of whatever happens, I'm in spite of everything what I can imagine, and that is complete. So there is a 24/7 satisfaction. So, go to Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, in quiet, in spite.
Thank you.
Sure, very easy.
So whenever there's a feeling of not enoughness, it's always because someone is not inspired.
Yeah, because you're involved. So, being inspired is being neither involved or not involved. Just being quiet. Being inspired, as I said, is just being complete. Being quiet. When you're quiet, you're inspired of any trouble around you, or troubled mind or anything. So the mind is never quiet in a way. So you have to be inspired. And as much as you want to control your mind or whatever, you're involved. So even one who has no mind is still not quiet, because he is only quiet because the mind is quiet. But that what you are, which is really that what is peace or quiet, but doesn't need the mind to be quiet or anything. That what needs the mind to be quiet is still relative silence, dependency. But being in spite is never depending on anything. So it's already moksha, it's already the freedom of being in spite. So I tell you all the secrets and you cannot use them. Yeah, good. Stuttgart? What to do with it, huh? That's the beauty of it, actually, that you cannot show off with it. That you cannot tell your friends or anything, you cannot claim that you made it or something, because there's no claimer left. You just said what you cannot not be, and you look at everyone who that is say cannot not be what that is what you cannot not be. So there's just eye to eye. There's just the absolute in the absolute presence of the absolute. So there's silence or peace all around in whatever action. Yeah. Anasuya, no? And all bad? You don't know? Not even. Okay, not even bad.
What about a worst case scenario where one is being tortured, one is not able to be inspired?
Yeah, then it's testing. Or if you can be still and be inspired in the worst case scenario. Or your girlfriend leaves you, or it's a torture. Normally your heart breaks or something. Or something, whatever, emotional, tra-la-la. Torturing is easy, but emotional torture, beloved, is whatever. So what to do? No, I tell you that being inspired is uninterrupted. It's not depending on torture or anything. It was always there, it is and will be what you are. It's not something new. So you don't have to be abide in it. So abide in that what you don't have to abide in. So be that what you cannot not be. It's not something you have to make an effort to stay there. Any effort, you're out. Anyone who claims to be there, out. No one can claim to be there. No one can land there. It's not a landing place, that's the main thing. So as you cannot land there, you cannot depart there. You haven't left it, so you cannot go back there. So as you cannot leave it, you cannot go back to it. It's not part of this landing places of states and realms or enlightenment, there, war, or beyond, or anything. All of that is irrelevant for that. So there is no fear. Don't fear torture thing, because that you cannot not be. In spite of all torture of the world, they cannot unmake you. They cannot change that what you are. Absolutely not.
And being inspired doesn't mean avoiding pain.
No. There is no avoider anymore. And that what is inspired, there is only the person in front of you wants to avoid always something. The phantom needs to avoid the absence, because in the absence the phantom cannot exist. Always fear, existential fear for that so-called personal or even impersonal phantom. Infinite, there's no moment without fear. Permanent existential fear. But what you are, that what is inspired, there's no one who knows fear. There's no one who claims anything. There's no ownership. There's no ownership at all. So when there is nothing to own and nothing to lose, whatever, because there is no owner who has not anything, what is there to fear? You only fear because you have something to lose. So what to do with that? I can just point to it. No one can be it for you. I can just point to that, what you're longing for. And the longing only will stop when you are that. Any moment you give your attention to this one and it's like a counterproductive whatever. Whatever you do now in this personal thing is counterproductive. Any moment you want to go there, you make it unreachable. It always goes away. The moment you want to get it, it's gone. Catch me if you can. You can never catch it. No one ever catches that one. Because there's nothing to catch in there. It will catch you. And it's catching you, catches can. Instantly gone. As every night, I just point again to every night when you drop the whole thing, you are inspired naturally. In deep, deep sleep, you are naturally inspired of any presence or absence. Naturally. So don't claim you don't know how to do it. Every night this one is exhausted and drops by itself naturally, and then you are just that what is inspired in the absence of that one. So, and then just be that which is in the absence and now in the present. Uninterrupted. And not something what comes in coming and going and going. That is all fleeting shadows of fleeting events and images. So, all good or bad. That's why I like more unconditional hate. Because to get this unconditional love, you have to work forever. You have to work on your tolerance, on your acceptance, on whatever, just come close to unconditional love. But hate comes so naturally. You don't have to work for it. When you wake up, it's already there. You hate to exist, and that's why you sit here. Otherwise you would not sit here. If you would love to exist, no one would seek some whatever different things or truth or something. Only because you hate to exist, you want to find a way out of it. Huh? So hate is very naturally. It doesn't matter how it is, you hate it anyway. Just to make then you want to make love out of it. Sounds good. And then somebody claims, oh, now I'm unconditional love. My heart is open, blah, blah, blah. Oneness in everywhere, and blah. Then everyone is jealous. Then you're surrounded by jealous attacks. They will not allow you to stay long there. They will get you back to your closed heart. So then they close the heart again because an open heart cannot take it so long. In many cases. So what to do?
Somewhere in my subconscious mind, I'm still holding on to love and life. So
you have a subconscious life? You are the one. Look at him. He has a we all have but he has a subconscious life. Especially my life. It always sounds good.
Subconscious mind.
Subconscious mind, what is that one?
Somewhere
I never heard about a subconscious mind.
whatever.
What?
Still some
Subconscious tendencies?
It's a hidden belief.
Hidden belief. So you hide. Wow, behind what?
Love and life.
Yeah. Behind the bush. You have to steer the bush a bit. Shaking the bush. That's it. Putting some stones to the bush. Love and this little hope in whatever is always, there's still a little maybe. Maybe there must be something. Yep. Why not? You think that is disturbing, that what is inspired already? Never was disturbed, that's a problem. This thing could do whatever, being subconscious mind or conscious mind or awareness of tralala, it absolutely has no impact for what you are. That's the beauty of being inspired. It's just cannot be. It's never irritated, never disturbed by anything. So the peace you are is not something you can disturb by any whatever happens, or conscious mind, unconscious mind, or subtle intentions, whatever thing. It's just no one cares. This carelessness is so absolute. So it's such an acceptance actually, because it accepts you absolutely as you are, because you don't have to change for it. It doesn't want anything from you. You can be whatever, subconscious, conscious, anything. It doesn't want anything from you. And that is the nature of acceptance. Never needs you different. You can be as ever you like, the biggest asshole on earth, and still you are okay. For that, everything is just okay, because it doesn't even know what is not okay. Because it doesn't need anything. So it doesn't need you to change or looking holy or something, having good deeds and good action or bad action, and compassion or not compassion. But that is compassion. And accept, call it whatever, peace, knowledge, many words, but maybe none of them fits actually. Just being inspired, but not knowing what it is.
So let the mind hope for love and be inspired.
You don't let it, it happens anyway. You don't have to let it do anything, because you don't need it to let, because it will be bullshit anyway what happens in front of you. You don't have to be generous or something and let it happen. Why should you let it happen? It happens anyway. It is as it is anyway. So this may it be as it is, you are anyway what you are. The monkey mind will always look for the banana, if you like it or not. It's always something else is appealing, and then they hope the next banana will satisfy me. So the enlightenment banana maybe didn't work, the awakening banana, then the realization banana, being realized, and that one banana, beyond banana, impersonal, stayed there in the box. So the bananas are infinite in the jungle of life. And the monkey is running after the banana, if you like it or not. Then comes Tarzan. Jane, where are you? Hello, Jane. Yahoo! So what to do? Yeah, the nature is like you are inspired and you have no influence of whatever happens. That's true. It's like a total helplessness. You have no influence in anything. See, closing by itself, no influence.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. This side is always closing, and then that side is running. Something is left overloaded. There must be some mobile or something sending signals. Yeah, it's true. You can even remote control on your mobile. So you can put any remote control what you're now using to send the signals to all the electric tralala. I know it because I'm often in some hotel room where the remote control doesn't work anymore. And then they gave up on the television. And then I fix it again with my mobile. Putting the remote control on my mobile. And put it on, boom, boom. And suddenly, oh, by surprise, it all works. Wow. And then I stop it again. When I don't tell anyone how it works. Now I tell you. Tricks. So relative tricks are infinite, huh? To make it more comfortable or things working again, but for what you are, it doesn't work. You have no remote control. There was this famous artist, Nam June Paik from South Korea. He was in all fairs and whatever, documenta and anything. He always made Buddha sitting in front of 100 televisions, 100 monitors, putting him there without a remote control. That Buddha has to watch whatever program is run. Yeah, fantastic. He was just like a Zen thing. The perception cannot decide what is perceived. There is no influence. There is no. So the Buddha is in spite of everything. So even Buddha, by whatever is almighty existence, cannot change, influence anything on this whatever dreamlike thing. So there is no connection, no bridge, anything, and no remote control. Maybe now you think you have remote control, but you have no battery. And you maybe when you're enlightened, you push one button and you are so in tune, intuition, that you know what comes next and you push the right button, but it would happen anyway without your pushing. But then because I pushed, it happened. That's called a person. I push and then things happen. But by intuition, huh? You're famous. You see.
Co-worker in us. The co-worker in us provides the energy that bringing us to you. What about, would you ever poke anyone who doesn't come to you?
What did he say?
You mentioned about the co-worker in us who helps to the process. Like he brings us to you. The co-worker inside us. You are the worker and the co-worker inside us. Yesterday you mentioned.
Co-worker.
Co-worker. Yeah, I'm talking from the inspired to the inspired.
Yeah, so that co-worker in us brings us to you.
No, there is no distance.
No, as in bringing us.
I don't bring anything. I don't have to change anything.
So something inside us.
Just by talking to that what you are by nature, but which is inspired, is all there is. There's silence talking to silence. And just pointing out there is no need of anything what has to happen or changing here. This is actually the only thing what is good company. There is no teacher here and there is nothing to teach. There is no student who has something to learn, because that what is the master talks to the master, which is in spite of all learning, in spite of all knowledge, in spite of whatever you can imagine, already is inspired. So that is called the I to the self to the self. The inspired what is inspired to that what is inspired. So I'm not a teacher at all. I have nothing to teach. Absolutely not. And whoever calls me a teacher, okay. Even that I don't care. You can call me underwear or a piece of shit or anything. It would not matter. But if you ask me, I'm not a teacher of anything. I'm not teaching anything. I have nothing to give to anyone. I have nothing to transmit. I'm just talking to what I am. But the talking is not the important thing. Just that in the talking there's nothing to transmit it. It's just empty. There's no intention in it of anything to transmit or anything. Just empty, 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 empty. So completeness to completeness. That what is always quiet to that what is always quiet. Just by talking bullshit. It's the worst what can happen to the me. That bullshit is more important than something very whatever. Blah, blah, blah. So that people always say you could read the telephone book. So yes, for me it would be the same. From Abraham to Maya to Maya and Anasuya and Shalaba and Roof and numbers and Yeah, Anasuya. You're just a name in a book. As a name. Anasuya, the name is just in a telephone book. Just one name under 8 billion names means nothing. Just Anasuya 004917647I8 or something.
There are many Anasuya.
Where?
In India.
But not in Berlin. So you are very unique in Berlin. Oh, and the French lady, Anasuya, in Berlin. She is more than unique, the one and only. May I introduce Anasuya from Berlin? That's why she moved to Berlin. In India, she's just one beyond many. But in Berlin, French is already something, but the French is quite often because there was a French quarter that's occupied by French people. Very bad. But then... So, everyone wants to be... Look at me. Even changing the name to Anasuya was trying to get something out of it, huh? Crazy. Osho gave me the name.
No.
Papaji gave me the name, even worse.
You didn't ask for it. Just
But it was given to you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's even worse. And you took it. That's the worst. You didn't want it first, and then you took it.
It's not that I didn't want it, didn't ask.
It doesn't matter.
What's happening?
Now she makes special again. I didn't ask for it. It was just here. French arrogance in action. Wow.
Unlimited.
Huh?
Unlimited.
You admit it.
Unlimited.
You admit it. Arrogant, the français, I was not even asking for it. It just came to me and also was just and then the Papageno. Yeah, you see, it's like this, all these Westerners coming to India and getting this whatever Indian names, huh? The Indians don't even like their names, and then the Westerners come and they're very proud about Kalidas, Shiva, or Shanti, blah, blah, something, Shalaba, Balabala, Balabala, or Madhubala, or as if one name is not enough, huh? It's already bullshit. And then they take another bullshit name. But it's a goddess name. Shanti Devi, Mahadevi, oi, Mahadevi. So what a joke. But all of that is neither okay or not okay. It's just part of this bullshit game which consciousness is playing all the time, trying to be special. Everyone tries to be special in whatever way. Enlightenment would be the very rare specialty. The awakened one, wow, wonderful. Special. Shalaba, special. There is no other Shalaba on Mallorca. Alibaba and the 40 robbers. She's Francine, la Russe. The Russian in Paris, look at her. But then now she is an Indian in Berlin. When she comes. So, where was I? India, huh? What's your name?
Chintan.
What?
Chintan.
What is that? Gin tonic? That's a very good spiritual name. There's a lot of spirit in it. Gin tonic. Whiskey on the rock. Why not names like this? There's already spirit in the name. One called some Guinness. Wow.
Hanuman.
Huh?
Hanuman.
Hanuman?
It's a beer.
Hanumak.
Hanuman is a beer.
But Hanumak, it's a tractor. It's a beer.
It's a beer. Yes.
Yeah, old monk. Rum. Karl is not better. Karl is great. Oh, Charlemagne. Oh. Yeah, I could not change my name because I was already Charlemagne. Karl is great. Killing everyone. Chopping the head. Huh?
You have 3 emperors.
Yeah, kings from Sweden. But Karl is from France, Charlemagne or something like that. He was chopping the German heads whoever, the one who didn't want to convict into being a Catholic Christianity, they were just chopping their heads. He was making it clear that German has to be Catholic. So only people who, the weak people survived who didn't want to be shopped. So now the Germans are not so, the heroes are gone.
There's an Indian name called Anamika, which means that nameless.
As what?
There's a name called Anamika, which means nameless. Anamika.
Even more special.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anamika.
Anamika.
Yeah, without a name. Anamika.
Anamika.
Without
Okay.
a name.
Without a name. The Holy One. The one who has no name already. Oh God, oh God. The nameless. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any distinction between this dreaming world of the waking state and the dreaming world of the dreaming state or sleeping state?
They're in nature not different. This is a daydream, that's a night dream, but both is dream. Both are fleeting and unfixable. Always changing, permanent changing, and actually when you really have a good, intense dream, there is no difference between in the dream or here. Then everything is as real as this one. So maybe in the dream it's maybe a bit easier to wake up. But in this dream is quite heavy. Huh? But after the dream you always say, oh, it was just a dream. Why bother? So why not already saying it's just a dream? Cannot touch what I am anyway. Because after the dream, when you wake up, oh, it was just a dream, thanks God. Wow, wonderful, just a dream. And now it's so fucking real. Huh? But it's already a dream. Dream-like, I would say. Even calling it a dream is already too much. Something here is mobile, maybe. Someone is sending some signals. I'm too cold. No. It's a game. It's a game. No, it's like when you die, when the body goes, it was anyway a body dream. Even if it feels very real right now, it just, the nakedness or that what is inspired is still what it is, and then something else happens. It's not the end of anything. So the dream continues. Maybe this body is not there, but then you experience the spirit or something, the bardo, and then there will be something else. The next moment will just be there, without any interruption. Just the actor or this, whatever they call it, image of this body, maybe it's gone. But even spirit is still there, like the...
Sounds exhausting.
No, it's not, it's just, the dream cannot exhaust you, that's the problem. You cannot exhaust a dream, because a dream doesn't need any energy. As at night you can dream all universes, without any effort. There is no energy left for dreaming. So the Parabrahman can dream anything without any energy.
So it's I that is exhausting.
No, you are an experience of exhaustion, but what is dreaming you is never exhausted. The body it's like an experience of exhaustion, whatever. It's not renewing anymore, and there's whatever. The life energy is not keeping it alive or young or something, but then you try. But it's just as it has to be, otherwise if there would be body forever, it would be more hell even. Huh? Anasuya already is in Nightmare. Anasuya forever. Wow.
What is volition?
What?
What is volition?
Volition? What is volition?
Volition.
Yeah, you don't even know what it is. Because you asked, what is volition? And I should know it.
Yeah.
So
it's as much an illusion as everything, but it seems like it's very connected to the eye. Like maybe it's a bridge to the eye.
It's an illness. It's an illness. It's an illusion. You are ill you're sick, like you experience yourself as something what is fleeting, is already an illusion, like a disease you experience. And then you want to fix that illness. And then you think even if you see it as an illusion, then I fix it by that. No. Only an illusion sees something else as an illusion. For what you are, there is neither illusion or not illusion. I have no idea. So you want to make it bearable, to see it as an illusion. But even that doesn't make it more bearable. Maybe for a while, whatever. It's just an illusion, it's just a dream. But for who? That's a question. For who it's a dream? It needs one who wants to make an advantage out of to seeing it as a dream. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Again, if you're inspired of dream or not dream, who fucking cares if it's a dream or not dream, if it's real or not real? Only the unreal needs to know what is real. Reality doesn't need to know anything. So that's what is inspired of anything, which is you can call reality or what is your real nature, doesn't need to know if it's real or not real. So only now the unreal, like Jim's question, what is real or what is not real. Only the unreal needs to know what is real. So know that. But what you are, never. This what is inspired doesn't know anything of right or wrong or illusion or anything, dream or not dream. Again, being inspired, if at all, is not a way out, but it's the end of looking for it. So the end of seeking is being what you are, but not having found something. Or seeing everything as illusion or something. This is not a way out. This is just making it bearable, maybe, more acceptable. But for who? That what you are doesn't need to go out of anything because it was never in anything. That what now you take yourself as something what is born and think, and then you want to make it bearable. Oh, that he wants to do everything all the time. Constantly, always wants to make it bearable. Okay. What is there to carry? What is there to bear? What is there to anything? Carry your cross. Being crucified. And all the stories even of Jesus is all make it like hints to make it bearable. But for reality it's absolutely irrelevant. All the religions are for what? For consciousness to make it bearable. Or make it more interesting or something. Just entertainment. So. But parfum. Someone is using
no,
strong.
Citronella.
Huh?
Citronella, because there was a mosquito.
There was one mosquito?
Only one.
Only one? And you use a whole ton of.
Sorry.
Wow. Yeah, you are very generous. You use it for all of us.
You can use it.
It smells like it.
Sorry.
No, it's not sorry. It smells okay, but I was wondering. Wow. One mosquito and 1 ton of. Mamma mia. Okay. Yeah, something from.
Does the consciousness have any control in the dream? Or would the consciousness realize it's the absolute?
The consciousness cannot realize anything. Already consciousness, if you say like, it's depending to be consciousness. And consciousness has to exist. So it's a relative existence already. And if that will never realize that what it is. Never. Because for realization needs two. One realizer realizing something else. And that is consciousness in its relative attempt to know itself. And it may claim that he realized itself, but it's a false claim. It's all false already. Consciousness claiming to know consciousness. There are two consciousnesses, imagine. A fake realizing a fake. Fake. Crazy, huh? And there are so many realized consciousnesses sitting around and claiming to be realized, huh? And awakened consciousnesses. Oh, wonderful! The one fake telling other fakes that they got it and they don't get it. So that's a game, this is a consciousness game, but you can be, what you are is absolutely not concerned about if there's a consciousness realized or not realized. Awakened consciousness or non-awakened, it's absolutely irrelevant. That I never see unawakened one, I give a shit about awakened ones and unawakened ones. And what you are never needs to wake up from anything, it is uninterrupted what it is, awake or not awake. And the rest is, for what you are, absolutely irrelevant. It has no impact at all. The story continues. Oh, in consciousness there's infinite stories. Big self-storages. All this hidden bullshit which comes out, subconscious minds and there one and something coming from there and that side. So there is no bridge between that. So maybe their consciousness being realized. Why not? An evolution of consciousness. Evolutionary enlightenment, that one. Then the final act, oh, the final penetration. And by the final penetration, the penetrator and the penetrated is one. Wow, what an idea. And then they make stories out of it. On the 9th of September 1999, I had this penetration. I penetrated myself so deeply and so confirmed that the penetrator and the penetrated became one, and then since then I'm one with myself and I am the winner of all time. And I'm plugged into the knowledge of consciousness, and now I got all the information because I'm plugged in now, because before it was personal, limited knowledge. Now I have this unconditioned knowledge of consciousness, and now I can speak from whatever, from the big pool of knowledge, and whatever I tell you comes from the big pool. Before I was having a little swimming pool, a personal, and now I have the whole ocean in front of me, and I talk from the ocean of life, and I'm not the wave anymore, I'm the ocean. Oh. Yeah, I can talk like that too. No problem. So, it's so easy to fake, huh? And then everyone, melting into that words of wisdom and flowery and bloomy and so beautiful words. Oh yes, I am the wave who realize here I'm the ocean, and you read it so many times and it's so many times read in the books and thing, and everyone repeats it. Wonderful, huh? When the wave realized not to be the wave because it was already the ocean, not knowing. And I'm now the fish who is never thirsty because I'm swimming in the ocean of myself and blah, 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 blah. Wonderful, huh? And everyone, me too. This whole Me Too movement. And I can just make fun about it. So I can make fun about myself infinitely because it's all for fun. And whatever I do and whatever is done is fake anyway. The only reality is being what you are, which is in spite of any what you can imagine. That you cannot gain and you cannot lose in anything. So let consciousness realize whatever, be realized or not realized, be it the wave, be it the ocean, all is fake. So they all realize. They realize. That's why it's called water kefir. No, and everyone wants to believe. That's the whole thing. Yes, yes, I want to believe. And please, yes, it sounds so good. And I feel so well by listening to that. And yes, I am the unconditioned consciousness. And this one, oh yeah. And everything is just by grace. And I'm so blissed out by being, whoa. Bliss is the biggest bullshit ever. Because what you never needs any bliss, and that what feels bliss is an arrogant asshole.
Drastic words.
What?
Drastic words.
Drastic? It's just an arrogant because he is blessed. I have so many in Tiro. Everyone is blessed by the mountain. What a blessing that I can be here. And already everyone cannot come here. The last 3 years, Corona, many could not come. So the one who was stuck there, Jim, was blessed by. And no visa needed because you got a free visa because Corona time and saying, oh, I'm so blessed. I don't have to apply just here. No, I'm surrounded by it. I know it by heart. I have to listen, and when I talk in Thiru, that's why people don't like me. You ask me why people don't like me, because I say it is this. I talk this, I tell them, yeah, what they are. Special, arrogant, whatever. Blissed out by whatever. What can I say? I'm there too. Every day, what the fuck am I doing? But I enjoy the helplessness, because even by having this tendency, what the fuck I'm doing here? Shit, and all the asses every morning sitting in front of me when I walk the dogs, shitting around me and stinks like hell. What the fuck am I doing here? Wow, and then the explanation cannot reason. So just a pointer to the helplessness of what you are, because being inspired, you have no influence of what happens next. So I am inspired, but I cannot even decide what I eat. What this body is eating, where I am, where I lay down my head at night or something. Total helplessness. But if you're, whatever. What the fuck am I doing anyway here? Wherever I am, it's permanent. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, honestly, what the fuck am I doing here? I'm there, what always is inspired and not needing anything. So in that sense, if I say something, what the fuck am I still doing here? But no way out. This being the Almighty, having no power about anything, it's not an advantage. Not at all. Things happen the same as before. And I have to talk to all this consciousnesses. So I'm just presenting the same as Ramana. He was realizing that he nothing has to realize. He was inspired, and still he had built an ashram. His mother, following him, he escaped his parents, and the mother, hello, where are you? I'm here. He could not even escape his mother. Imagine. Then building an ashram around him. He said, what the fuck? I'm never a teacher. I don't know what am I doing here? Every day I think. Then, just because there was so much time to waste, he just told people who came what they wanted to hear to get rid of them. No? Like Papaji told all the sweet and nectar that to get rid of the seekers, because they never left him alone. They sucked around him. So okay, you're ready. You did your work. You're finished. Go. Your work is finished. What an idea. Please go. Okay. Then they go to Texas and yeah, Switzerland, huh? So no advantage. You think it's an advantage that I have to blah 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 the whole thing? But no advantage, no disadvantage. Australia, huh? I can complain the whole day, doesn't make any difference. That's I can complain forever, and I don't get different by that. I don't have to be quiet to be quiet. Fantastic. And I complain. I like to complain. And some part of me must be French. Huh? Complain, oh. But Germans complain the same. Wow. Always on a high level complaining. I can only go and have holidays this year twice. Normally I go 5 times. got no money anymore. Ukrainian war and thing and energy costs so much. I cannot go to Mallorca so many times. And that she is waiting. She's blessed because he wants to live there, but you have to. Can swap. But she doesn't want to go to Germany because it's too fucking cold. She has a preference. Oh no, there's no sun there. Never right. Huh?
Come and see.
The what?
Come and see. Now it's different.
I know fucking aus bloody Mallorca. I was long enough there. It never changes. As Mallorquin, and they don't change.
Yeah, change.
The Mallorquin don't change. The most arrogant people are on this bloody world, Mallorquin. The most fucking arrogant people. Even the French are not as arrogant as the Mallorquin. I tell you, that's quite you win the competition of all time. Wow, Mallorquin, they're so keen on their bloody language and the special thing there. And the kings come from our country, they always go holiday, and the whole Germans come to us because we have the most beautiful island on earth. We have to serve them, but they hate the Germans. Wow. Because they have to serve them. She hates German like hell. And then she has to sit with the German, listen to a German. It's quite something, no? Shalaba? So much about control. The Mallorquins, they hate you most. When you can understand Mallorquins, then they hate you even more. Normally when you speak the language, people are, but the Mallorquins, they hate it. Because then they cannot free hate speak around you. Then they feel, oh, boy, that's too much. So then they're even more, fuck you, go away. No?
Oh yes.
Oh yes. So, in Switzerland, they have a different technique. They are so fucking expensive, no one can go. Not even the Swiss people can. Yeah, good. The Australian too, they are so expensive now. Huh?
So that what you are exists in spite of any part of the dream.
That when you're in spite anyway of what you are, never has to suffer any consequences for anything. Yeah. That's called freedom. There is no suffering anymore, no possibility of suffering. And then now talking like freely like that, and people saying, oh, you just blah, 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 blah. You are not afraid of consequences. You offend everyone. Yes, that's the fun I have. No consequences.
From the other side, from the dream, that exists because of that which you are. So that which you are exists in spite of whether the dream's there or not, it's there.
If it's a dream or not a dream, if it's real or not real, who fucking cares?
If the dream exists because of that which you are.
No, even that is understanding no one needs.
So they're completely separate, there's nothing...
They're not different, but they are maybe not two. You cannot even say that you're not the dream. You don't know absolutely, you don't know what you are and what you're not. So you're in spite of knowing or not knowing what you are and what you're not. You're just in spite. You don't even know if you're not the dream. Because that is already part of the dream. The one who knows I'm not the dream is part of the dream, you can call, or that, whatever. But what you are, in spite of knowing or not knowing, is never part or not part. You don't even know if you are that what is in front of you or not. And you don't have to know. Otherwise it's against advantage or something. I am totally in spite of the dream. No, there is not even one who knows he is in spite. If you're in spite, there is no one left who is in spite. You're just in spite of knowing or not knowing anything. No, never because of anything. But you're not become the cause of something else. Because that is the next bullshit. I'm the cause and the source of everything. Because of me, everything else is ha 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 ha. That is still one too many. claiming that he is the source, he is the ultimate. Who is the bloody ultimate? Ultimate bullshit. So far, so bad. Yeah, because we have many of this. I'm the source, I'm God. Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Ram Bam 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 Bam. Jim, I'm the source of what? Seriousness. I like that everything is false. Even the false is false. Or the right is false. False, 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 false. Falsity, falsity, falsity. False teas, right teas. Once it was a good tea, now it's a false tea. A crown of existence in my mouth. Crowns or after crowns. I'm a clown. In the circus of...
So the dreamer that sits in the chair here speaking of that which you are, is that speaking of that from, it's not from a sense, it's not from a memory? How does it know to speak that?
No, it talks to that what doesn't know. It comes out of that absolute not knowing what it is, or not knowing, talking to that what doesn't know what it is and what is not. So the absolute not knowing talking to the absolute not knowing. And you cannot transmit the not knowing. Knowing you can transmit, or the knowledge, but if you claim to have knowledge, you can transmit, but the absolute not knowing, it's impossible to transmit. And there's no distance between it. There's no need of penetration or transmitting or anything, because the absolute not knowing here is the absolute not knowing there. And yet you don't have to remember. That's the beauty of it. There's no need for memorizing it, to write it down, to make a book out of it, or claiming something, because that you cannot claim. Because if you claim not to know anything, whatever, no one wants to know it. Or anyone wants to know that, but you don't know. Crazy, huh? You cannot sell it. You absolutely not knowing you cannot sell, and no one buys it. So there is a business stops. And normally there is a business. One knows, another one wants to know. One has, and another one wants to have it. But you may have. So it's like business. It's all business. One has to sell something, and one wants to buy it.
It's totally within what it exists as just what it is. The not knowing is it's like the space that everything's in.
There is no dimension. That's the main thing. It has no state.
Yeah.
It has no dimension. Whatever has a dimension is too big or too small for that. But this is what you may say beyond states, beyond dimension, beyond whatever you can imagine, whatever you may, whatever. Doesn't fit. And it doesn't need to fit. It's so natural that you don't even know what it is. So what to do?
It's just like a great infinite space.
Space is just another idea. Spaß. Space shuttle, not a space shuttle. But you cannot stop the tendency that you want to grab it, you want to fix it in some way. It's crazy, yeah? Even if, so this tendency of inquiry will not stop by it. Even if you understand it, still this, now I want to keep it, that understanding. But that understanding is already false. Not worth having or being. But you try hard, very hard, so you cannot stop it. You want to buy it, you want to have it. This wanting, this desire to, even the desire not to own it. You cannot stop desiring yourself. The love for yourself will never stop. And because you're loving yourself in this present, there is no end of desiring yourself. So the consciousness, which already is a, you can call false, we're always looking for that what is not false. It cannot stop it. So you cannot even blame it. So you better be in spite of consciousness. In spite whatever. Let it be, because inquiry will not stop. The self-inquiry of consciousness had no beginning, as you have no beginning, and it will not stop, because that's the way you realize yourself, as consciousness. And consciousness will permanently, out of love, inquire into his nature. But it will never find it.
Being in spite of, you can't actually be it anyway, it's just a pointer.
It's all only pointers, milestones, like the direction or something, but it's not it.
So if you are in spite of it, then it's not it, because you are it.
You wear it, you are it, you will be it. It has to be that what you wear, you are and will be. There is no interruption. It's like a flat line. It's not something what comes new, or you're landing in some state or something. It was just is, it will be that always what is what you are, uninterrupted. It's never anything new, and it's never anything old. So as it's never anything new or old, it cannot be memorized. You cannot remember it, and you don't have to remember it, because there are no members in it. There's no club of me, or club of self. There's no Lions Club in mind. It's always roaring. The Lions Club of the Absolute. Roaring, fearless. All of that is irrelevant. All this waking up to what? To what? Otherwise, as consciousness feels like a mouse, but it's a lion, and then realizing it's a lion, and then it starts to roar like a cat. Maybe it thinks it's a lion, it's actually a mouse. Who knows? Feels like it thinks it's a lion, but it's only a mini mouse, like a little caterpillar. All the stories just fuck. But go to Barham Bay, every second person, I'm free. My master told me I'm free, so I'm free. Okay. Boring bay. Waves are coming in. Special place. All the drug addicts are hanging out.
But maybe fake it till you make it.
What?
I am free. Fake it till you make it.
No, when you cannot make it, fake it.
But who cares?
You. You care that you don't care. Be honest. This who cares is again an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you care that you don't care. And it seems like you have an understanding, and by that understanding you don't care. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, Anasuya? I care. I'm IKEA. I'm Jimmy's. No one can build a Jimmy. And now it's more expensive, €5 more. IKEA, 10% rising the price because the wood is so expensive. Plastic. Jimmy. Whole India now. There's a test, like there's antique things, shares and things, and IKEA sofa and thing. And then the people come, what would they buy? 95% buys IKEA.
Yeah.
No, everywhere. In Germany even. Everywhere. They're so fixed now by advertisements that an IKEA bed is better than an old, or the sofa, or Biedermeier there. The prices are poof, but IKEA is rising. I like it. It's the same as awakening people. It's all IKEA people now. I care about you. I'm here for you. Service. Oh, you have to go.
I'm going to be a bit late.
Ah, okay. You want to be late before?
I'm taking a risk. I'm going to go in 20 minutes.
I'm going to be late before. I'm going to be late. Sounds good. Okay. But you don't have so much time before. When is the flight? At 3 or something?
2:45.
Oh yeah, half an hour before, slip in. But an international flight, no?
International, they say 2 hours.
No, small airport, you're fine. You're hour and a half before, it's plenty of time.
It's okay.
Yeah, no problem. 15 minutes.
Great.
Don't worry and be happy.
I'm
No.
not worried.
Yeah,
Are
but
you happy to?
Can't say.
Oh dear. It's happened again.
I know her so long, it's unstoppable. Yeah, what to do? Yeah, India, huh? I still don't know your name.
CHINTAN.
C
CHINTAN.
CHIN
INTAN.
INTN. Schitten. Oh, that sounds bad. But okay. Shit. Irgendwas with shit, with knowledge, no?
No.
No, Schitten.
There's an N before the T.
There's an N before the E.
Before the T.
Before the T.
Chintan.
Shinten. Shinten. Okay. Shinshin. Again, Shinten. Shintonic. Yeah, good. Yeah, Australia. Something else? You still look as if there's some rising in you. No? I think Switzerland is writing down something. No?
I know I'm ready to burn some more.
You're ready to burn some more? Okay. Then we have. There are so many around, they're always quiet, huh? Lazy bastards. Some have to work. Wow. Look at them all. There's just 2, 3, 4 people the whole time had the questions, the rest.
No, Nisargadatta Maharaj, it is mentioned that when he saw anything, he felt that he is that. And if he saw the peacock feather, he felt that he is that feather.
Who said that?
Nisargadatta Maharaj, like about him.
Late.
Yeah.
He was late? Didn't get it.
Whatever he saw, whatever he perceived, he could connect that he is that thing. He is that object, or he is that.
In what book?
No, it's like someone who was in life.
You never met him, huh?
No, I haven't.
So you read in which book was it?
As in some perception I have heard from someone that.
What book?
I am that I've read.
I am that? From I am that?
No, I have not read this in I am that, but someone like described.
Someone told you. Even worse. No, I asked you really, seriously. Did you read it somewhere? Someone told you?
Yeah,
From where? But who told you? Someone who read a book or someone?
Yeah,
Someone else? A friend of someone else told a friend of someone else?
Who knew things about Maharaj.
The what?
Who knew some things about.
He knew about, but even Maharaj didn't know about Maharaj. It's amazing. I'm always surprised that someone heard about someone talking about someone who knew Nisargadatta. And then Nisargadatta always, when he saw something, he totally saw himself. I'm the share. When he saw a share, he was a share. Or what? He could feel the share? The share shared his shareness? It's all esoteric, and maybe it was in the IMZ or something. And later on, Nisargadatta said it's all just that people came to me, because if I would have said what I really have to say, no one would come. He always said this was all esoteric bullshit, whatever is in the IMZ. Imagine, and everyone is the Bible of non-duality, the Bible of Advaita, the IMZ, and he himself said it's all esoteric bullshit. Imagine.
But anyways, it's a translation, so the original Marathi which I've heard, he spoke Marathi language.
Yeah, and the translation already was.
Yeah, exactly.
Even Balzika translating it, always wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One Marathi video.
And now in Bombay, I meet many who met him one-to-one in the talk, and they said it was IMZ, he never said things like that. He was so naughty and making only jokes. And by the way, he said some maybe interesting things. He was just a joker, very energetic. And the translators, they tried to make it in something, whatever. What do you mean by it? He saw something and then he could. You think I see you and I'm you?
Like oneness with that.
Oneness? What a bullshit oneness. Oneness is separation, come on. Esoteric what? One with a share?
Like consciousness can take any form, like it can.
It doesn't take any form. It is all the forms when you say that,
Yeah.
but it's not one with any form. How can there be oneness? Oneness means two-ness.
Like if you
There is no if you. If there's oneness, there's two-ness. It needs two to be one. With what is one with one what? What is one what with one? You just confirm separation if there's oneness. That is very nicely said by Ramana. If you talk about oneness, you create separation instantly. When there's separation, you create oneness. Both come together. Both are false. I agree with them. Absolutely. Both are ideas, just concepts. So what to do with oneness? I have no idea. It's so abused, that word, and so it's good for selling something. I'm in oneness. Who is in oneness with what? Ask you. Huh? But sounds good, huh? Oneness. All this selling concepts of selfish artists. Selling selfish. Selling fish, it stinks. They're selfish. Selling fish all the time. And it stinks. And so by instinct, you should see it's all selling stinking old fish. Just repeating some old concepts no one needs. Second-hand bullshit. Oneness. Sorry. But I'm not sorry. Huh? Prale? Oneness. Tick. Pee-pee. Makes always pee-pee. Good. But for a person it sounds very good. Huh? I want to be one with my beloved, my girlfriend and I, when we have sex, and then we are one for 1 second. And then cigarette, and then again. Making love for oneness. I hate my girlfriend because I want to be one with her when I don't know her anymore. So much I hate her. I want to fuck her away. Yeah, but else is like in organ, when there's no me, no you, no anything, there's just the oneness of consciousness and orgastic absence of separation. Huh? I just say it as it is. I hate her so much. Bums, bums, and she's gone. In German we call it Bumsfidel. Oh. Yeah, what can I do with the jokes? They're coming out. Just for fun, no? So what else do you hear from Nisargadatta? Nihasa, Maharash, the Maharash. I have sometimes a rush on my somewhere, but I rarely have a Maharash. Maharishi. There was this lady from Rishikesh. Rishi, then she gave herself the name Maharishi. No one else, I was not even master. Imagine, Maharishi. From Rishikesh. Maharishi. And always posters everywhere. And come, and the disciples with flyers, come here, this is the real one, blah, 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 blah. Advertisement for Maharishi. Shishi. And always. Did you go?
She was in tears.
Yeah, I know, that's why I saw it. The posters. They always sell, if you see a poster, it must be an imposter. Doing as if. I like English language very well, but in German they say I think worse. I cannot compare. Imposters. Yeah, ask me something, otherwise I get lost here into some story of. Chalaba, now you.
I have a question, but you will destroy immediately.
Then it's not, then you're done, well, then I'm already tired. So what is your question?
It's a dream.
It's a dream. Another dream.
The first day that you was here, I was dreaming.
No.
And then in the dream was like opening, and I see something, and immediately they disappear. And suddenly one voice said, "You have to remember very strong. You have to remember the dreams that you see from here." And then I woke up. The next day was again from here opening something, and I see people who was with guns, and like a deja vu, and immediately everybody was cashing, and I was like that, said this time I will not hide it. And come a man, I open this, and then come a man with white robe like that, with Chinese face or something like that.
Chinese.
And then was there looking at me very strangely. Then I finished. I know it's a dream, but have some significance, have something that they want to tell me, or I don't know.
Well, I will ask them. Look, they're bad. I'm not so bad. They're so bad. Huh? Nice answer. Yeah, it's an easy way out. Chinese monks from Tibet or something. I will ask them. Next time I go there. Next night I will ask them. I go there.
She told me to tell them.
Who? Anasuya. She always tells the dreams here. So she told you too. She doesn't want to be the only one. She wants to make it more common. So what do you think what it was?
No idea.
Well, then forget it. Just forget it. So many dreams, huh?
Do you dream?
What?
Do you dream?
Yes, my dream character. Do you dream?
Do you dream?
Yes, look at it.
There's so many dreams, or it's only one dream?
There are as many dreamers, 8 billion human dreamers right now, and how many ants are dreaming, I tell you, it's endless. So many ants are dreaming about ants, and it never ends. And the flies, and the mosquito dreaming. Wow. And then the old Tower singer, there's a butterfly dreaming to be a human, or the human dreaming to be a butterfly. Who is dreaming who? Even that you don't know. Imagine a butterfly, well, a mosquito dreams you, and is wondering what is this guy doing here. And then it takes the other mosquitoes. I had this dream. I was in this place with others, these forms, looking like, normally I suck them, but then I became one of them. Imagine, is it really whatever? Is there something what it should tell me? I should not suck them anymore, maybe? That's the same explanation. It's like, who is dreaming her and who is dreaming you? What is dreaming whatever? Yeah, maybe a mosquito dreams to be a human. And normally, who is sucking who then? It's totally confused. Am I now sucked by a human, or am I still sucking a human? Do I have an itch now somewhere? Because I was a human last night. Yeah, it's amazing, huh? And now you think this lifetime, maybe 80 years or something, is something big or something. It's just a blink of an eye of the absolute. It's not, doesn't even exist. So it's like a day fly. The whole human, whatever story of whatever thing, and how many dreams and all of that. It's not even a blink of Parabrahman. It's not even a blink of an eye. Or was there something? Oh, someone dreamt something. Chinese in a dream, coming at, is it relevant for me? Dream. This self-importance is so fucking uninterrupted, even as a mosquito. Oh. And always had to mean something. Because there is a me there must be a meaning in it. What does it tell me? What does it tell me something? I have to listen more deeply, and do I have to explain why I'm dreaming that? Maybe ask Karl. And then Karl, very sufficient. Then Karl thinks, how can I come out of that question? But how to get rid of this self-importance, huh? The story and spinning like a weaver, always weaving this story again from all the from the past things to the now things. The weaver is weaving like a carpet of my story, and I want to make a beautiful story, and what I don't like I put under the carpet, and I put this carpet, blah, and what does it mean when I weave it like this? I like Kabir. He was a weaver. And destroying all the temples and all the priests, and he was hated by everyone around him, by all the priests. They wanted to kill him. I like it. I like Kabir. He was one of them too. Who needs a fucking god, and who needs priests, and who needs temples, and all of that, whatever. But Rumi is much more famous because he was more beautiful words. Everyone repeats Rumi. It's quite a rumor going around. Kabir is not so well known, a little bit. Good. Anyone else had a dream? dream seminar next week when I'm gone. A workshop. But only when I'm gone. Dreaming.
So, Karl, what about the mythology and the archetypes and all of these stories that are repeated again and again? Is it just another story?
No, it's like you have to see it like awareness sitting, or conscience sitting around the fire of awareness, and there's nothing else to do than telling stories. And after a while, every story is told, and then it just repeats the stories from whatever. And so it's always repetition of stories. So consciousness is permanently explaining, try to explain the world in stories, and this one and that one, Mahabharata and that one, writing a book, Upanishads and Yoga Vashista and all of that. But not because someone needs it, it's just, yeah, what else to do? What to do? Comes all out of that what to do. You just have to sit here anyway, so one can just talk about something what no one needs. Like entertainment of whatever. Like sitting in a cave and there's a fire and the stone men sitting around at night and cannot sleep and just talking about the hunting, what they have done the whole day. What kind of prey they have and what they realize by it and where they should hunt and which way they should hunt and this one. So it's all practical advice. How to get the biggest prey. And enlightenment would be the biggest prey you can hunt for a seeker. So it's always changing what you hunt. And then there's always an expert who tells you how to hunt. There's nothing right or wrong with it, it's just a practical advice. If you want to reach that, you should do that. If you want to go beyond, you have to go first to the 3 steps of the person, the spirit and the awareness, and then you maybe, by whatever, you can go beyond, and then you come back, and then this one, and that one. Everyone needs an expert who tells you where to go. If you have a goal to reach. So if you ask me how to go to Bombay, I can tell you take that fly and that road and to that one, and there's a train there and this one, so we can make a map for that, if you know where to go. But if you don't know anymore where to go, where not to go, then no maps will lead you there. Or every map, whatever. Because wherever you end up, it's as false as the one you come from. So it's all fine. Nothing has to change. And I like, in that sense, I like all gurus, all disciples, all the conscience, whatever it is, I like it because it's irrelevant. It's the beauty of irrelevance. That's beautiful. If there would be relevance, there would be really heavy weight. There would be some weight in it. There would be some whatever importance or something. That would be, but because of the irrelevance, the emptiness of stories, they're beautiful because emptiness is beautiful. The beauty of emptiness. If there's, everything is absolutely irrelevant. If it is or is not, it's absolutely irrelevant. It doesn't make existence more or less. It's absolute empty of any impact or any consequence. This beauty is so immense, so uninterrupted. That is the Garden of Eden, this beauty of the Garden of Eden, where every flower is just because it's a flower, but not something special. Then everything is a flower of that garden. Because there's only the garden of, or the kingdom of heart, where everything is heart. But there is no one who decides what is more heart, what is better heart, who is an awakened heart and a non-awakened heart. All of that is irrelevant. In the kingdom of heart, just heart is, and nothing but heart. But in the kingdom of ignorance, there is always differences. Enlightenment, realization, and states, and all that, and avatars, and that one, all is part of ignorance. When there is knowledge, there is only heart. But when there is something else but knowledge, then there is ignorance. So so when I sit here, I tell you, be inspired, because that is heart already. That is completeness. There is no question about heart or no heart. And when you are that what you are, there's not even a difference between you and your realization. There is no two. Because there is no one who is judging. There is no one who says this is more or this is less hard or this is whatever. There is just the quality of heart. Nothing but. So shit is as good as gold. This is the final alchemy. This is the alchemy of heart. Because then even the shit is gold. Even the worst, whatever murder or something is all experiences of gold, of existence. So there is no judgment in anything. Because all this thing is the quality of heart. So that is, if I would talk about the position I'm talking from or whatever is there, but there is no relevance. There's a total irrelevance of point of view. The pointlessness of existence. The pointlessness of existence of heart. Because it has no point where it looks from, into something else. There's just no distance between here and there or anything. So that is, there is no time or no time. There is no distance or no, just no second. That without a second. But I think the only, whatever going there is being quiet. And erasing whatever can be erased. Even erasing gets erased. So that's the razor's edge. Who's erasing you. Just by being quiet. Because the story needs always who repeats it. If you are just quiet, there is no repetition. Then it's all fresh. Every moment is a fresh moment of heart, of existence. And not repetition of some, I knew it already, I had this dream and this, a memory and all that thing. So laziness is the only what helps you. Being lazy, being quiet as you are. The laziness itself. And that's the nature of, they're called yanis. They don't know any yani anymore. They don't know a yani, they don't know knowledge, they're just yana. There's only what is left is yana, but no yani. And whoever claims to be yani is one yani too many, we know that. So, in that sense, enlightenment doesn't create enlightened ones. The realization which was always there never created any realized one. As in that realization, there was never anyone who was not realized. How can that out of the absence of one who is not realized, some realized come? In that enlightenment, whatever it's called, like there are no unenlightened ones. How can out of that absence of unenlightened ones, enlightened ones come? It's a joke. Or unawakened, who is unawakened? And out of one who is unawakened come, if there's an awakened left after awakening, it's for sure not the awakening where one is pointing to. You awake from the idea that you wake up, because what you are is always awake. There's only awakeness of heart. It's never sleeping or awake. There is no coming and going in it. Yeah, fuck you too. Wow! Energy explosion. Now we have to go here. That was the final. It cannot get better, huh? Okay. See you when I see you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So, what is there to... And the people I respect, they all pointed only to that being quiet. The rest is irrelevant. Be complete as you are, which was, is, and will be what you are. You cannot not be complete. You are complete, that what is what you are. And when Ramana said you have to abide in it, you have to abide in that what you are anyway, what you cannot not be. And self-abidance is being that what doesn't know any self. So the self you can know is there or not there. There is no one who cares anymore in that. So that what is self doesn't know any self. There is no ownership of self. There is no myself. Never was. So the whole ownership gets erased. And without ownership, no story. There is no coming, no going. There is no me, which like all the whatever sensations are hanging on. Always heavy and my blah 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 and this one. So if you could just drop the mind, you would be fine. but you cannot. It drops when it drops. As every night the mind drops, and you will find, you are anyway fine every night, and every morning the mind wakes up again, this little ownership, and then the shit happens again. So even that doesn't have to go, because you kill it because no one needs it to go. There can be an owner and something to own, but who cares? Who am I who cares about the presence or absence of an owner? So killing the owner is by that you're absolutely independent of the presence or absence of the owner. That's killing everything. You're absolutely independent of the presence or absence of anything. So so what to do?
So the being quiet, which requires effort, is not quiet.
No. That what I'm talking about is the 24/7, which was already there before this whatever aloneness, which is quiet, was there, is now, and will be. It's not something what you can gain by effort. You can maybe by being it.
Can it be recognized?
Yes and no. It's so nice that you cannot recognize it anymore. It was always there as the nectar of what you are. It's like the sweetness of your existence was always there. But whatever you tasted was bitter. You know that. Every other taste is bitter. So you recognize that absence of one who tastes something, has a tongue of good and bad. The absence of his taste is as the sweetness of what you are. That's why they call it the nectar of your existence. The sweetness which doesn't have to taste sweetness to be sweetness itself. That's the sweetness is worth being. So the sweetness you can taste in that whatever is bitter. Compared to the sweetness you are, all tastes are bitter. So by that you can recognize that whatever you can recognize you cannot be. But that what you are, you can never recognize. So you recognize as that what can never be recognized. It's a paradox. And that what you cannot recognize, you are never lost. So you haven't found it again. It was never gone. As it was never gone, is not something what you gained again. It was always what is what you are, uninterrupted. And the rest is like a restaurant. It's like a stomach. Sometimes it's full, sometimes empty, but never satisfied. That's called consciousness. There is no satisfaction in anything. By that you are satisfied. Because there is no satisfaction, there is satisfaction. And everything else was fiction before. So you recognize yourself as that what is fact. That what cannot not be that what you are. That is a fact that you are. And everything else is fiction. So you recognize as what you are as that what is fact. Sat is fact, not sat is fiction. So there is maybe like a recognition, but it's not by cognition, cognizing it. You recognize yourself as that what is the absolute seer which cannot be seen. And the seer you can see is not what you are. So you are just the absolute seer who can never be seen and not be recognized. So you recognize yourself what doesn't need to be recognized because it's by nature what it is, but not by recognition. Blah, 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 blah. I can talk infinitely about it. But does it help? Maybe. Maybe the seed falls in the soil who is flowering or not. But no harvesting, because every moment you are what you are, you're harvesting yourself. So be the absolute harvester, because there is no moment without harvesting what you are. You harvesting yourself in every moment. You realize yourself uninterrupted in whatever is and what is not. So you are the absolute harvester. You are the harvester, the harvesting what is harvested. You are harvesting yourself infinitely. You celebrate yourself in an infinite celebration of what you are. It's all celebrating yourself. But it's not a new celebration. It's not a special celebration like satsang or something. Then you are the sat who is celebrating itself in an infinite. It was satsang, it is satsang, it will be satsang, but not a special moment of satsang. Or only when I sing bhajans and I'm connected. It's part of it, but not special. It's just, if you're a punk, you are the same celebrating what you are then as, oh. So it's all a celebration of life. Life living itself and it's celebrating itself. And there's no question about right and wrong celebrating yourself. It's just life celebrating itself. And it has to celebrate itself in all possible ways. So it's even celebrating the war in Ukraine or all the wars before. Mahabharata is all a celebration of life. And for the person it's hard to see. Because for the person can only be what it is. This is good, peace is good, and war is bad. But for life it makes no difference. Absolutely indifferent to all of that. So it's celebrating itself blindly, you can say. It has no point of view how it should be. No ethic, moralistic standpoint from where it realizing itself. So when I say life is celebrating itself as a mosquito as much as you're celebrating one human now, or some realized one, or anything. It makes no difference. It's all a celebration of life. A cockroach, like Baron Katie. Life celebrating life. But it's the worst thing that you even can imagine, that life is celebrating this, what you have every day. Can that be a celebration of life? You maybe see it everywhere else, but this is the hardest to accept. This is a celebration of life. Wow. Me? But this is included. There is no exclusion. Even that, what you call me and things, the ego, whatever you call subconscious, tralala, and sub-mind, anything, is all a celebration of life. It makes no difference. How can someone love me? How can someone celebrate me? Yes, even you get celebrated by life. Even you. Shalaba. All the celebration in night and dreams with all the Tibetan dancing around you. Celebrating. So it's not celibacy, it's like one letter was forgotten. Celebrate, don't celebrate. You want to be one. You think by not having sex you realize yourself. You don't do it by sex or no sex. But everyone is like a monk. Huh? The monkey mind tells one, I shouldn't do that. I have to collect my energy. I have to keep my energy that I maybe have enough energy to realize myself. Happens. It's not depending on your energy, thanks God. Personal energy. Huh? How long can I sit quietly? Is there a competition running in life? How long do you celebrate? Meditate. But some maybe locations are easier to celebrate. Discos, Ramana ashram. Yeah, it depends what what kind of music you like, and what you tune into. I think what you are makes no difference. A disco is as good as the meditation little room in a Ramana ashram, where everything seems to be quiet, but there are so many thoughts running around in every one of them. Be quiet. Anyone else? He is not quiet. I feel his thought. He is thinking about whatever, the food later. Yeah. Soon the stomach will be filled. Electrical current. How much currency do we need to pay our way into heaven? Currency like good deeds, bonuses, bones. How many bones? How many times do I have to run around Arunachala in moonlight and being there and going down there and do. Nowadays there's SUVs driving around, and from the dark windows, you see people Just the window goes down, up, next one, up, next one. Even especially Sunday afternoons, the scooters. Then they scoot, and because they are trained by the mobiles, they can drive without even holding. And this people who are walking there, then now every day they're walking, and they're walking in the middle of the street, and because they're making some spiritual movement and they're walking around, and very important thing, you have to slalom around everyone. It's fantastic, because they're very important, because they have the spiritual and religious thing, and it's so important. Making a cross there and there. How many times do you have to? Because at least people who have this, they cannot fight so much. This is even better. But you can still have a drink between. That is the fighters. This is, you can have a joint. Was a pipe. This is always here, and then they make a, like this. I remember. 70s are not so far away. And then yeah, Anasuya, that was the time.
Good old times.
Good old times. Then we joined everything. We smoked every shit we could get hold of. Pot. In German it's called shit. Hashish, shit. In Russia too? Shit? No. What is hashish in Russian?
The same.
What?
Kashish.
Hashish.
Kashish.
Kashish. Kazakhstan. Kashish. Good. Poland, huh? All okay with Poland? Not really. Huh? What can I do? Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. South Pole, North Pole, poles are everywhere. 4 hours and that's gone. Polarity. In Poland they must be full of polarities. They're polished, always looking good. The finished are finished.
Polished to the max.
Do what?
Polished to the max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Polished to the max. The Russians are rush hour all the time. They rush everywhere. Russian. Save me with the question. Otherwise go to the nationality. Indian. The germs are everywhere. Bed bugs. If you go to bed at night and you have a bed bugs in your brain, there could be a bed bug. It's not so easy to fall asleep. I heard. Like Krista. Krista had bed bugs in Berlin. From Franz of Assisi. No, from Jakob way. She took it from. She went from Porto to where? Where is Jakob? From where? What's the city? What?
Compostela.
Compostela. Then she took it in some hotels, she got the bed bug, and then she took it to Berlin, in somewhere. And then suddenly the whole Berlin apartment was full of bed bugs, and then she had many terminators, burning everything maybe. That's like trying to get rid of your ego. It's like a bug. It's hiding everywhere, like him, subconsciously under your, somewhere in the back where you cannot reach it. Like it's like Siegfried with this leaf, where otherwise he could not be killed. But there was this leaf when he was diving into the dragon blood from doing things. We have good stories in Germany. Siegfried, nie gelungen, nie gelungen. The rhyme. Das Binger Loch. Die Lorelei. Wow. Yeah, it seems like you are all dried out.
Not like we're cows.
Huh?
Like we're cows.
Cows.
Like we are cows that we're dried out, you've been milking us. Yeah, milked out.
No, you are milking me here, but my table is never empty. You're now getting something wrong here.
You're the cow.
I think the milkman is tired. But the universal tit never. The Milky Way is running and running and running. But the milkman cannot milk anymore.
So how to locate the I thought?
How to locate?
How to when
There is only location with the I thought. Without the I thought, there is no location. So the I thought is everywhere. It's the root of all locations. Every location is only there when there's the I thought is there. So it's very easy. So it's easy to localize, because if there's a location, there's an I thought. No I thought, no location. Easy. There's only alcohol when there's I thought. I thought. Otherwise you are holistic anyway. But when you are whole, there must be an I thought. And then the whole has to be filled. Holy shit. Always. So when you know where you are, there is one. That's the I thought. I thought. Sorty. Sort of. Amish is gone. Okay, and now we are filling up something else. Huh? That's the same like the brain. Gets filled and then gets hungry again, needs another more food. Brain food, stomach food, food. And you walk miles for that. Milestones. Yeah, okay, then keep dreaming. Let's go. And tonight is again 7, no?
Up to you. We don't need to, we can leave the mass today. There's no program, so do.
So after food we just continue for 2 hours and then we can finish. Then you don't have to come anymore today. Sounds good, huh?
Wasn't it at 5?
Yeah.
5 o'clock in the afternoon?
I have no idea. I leave it to you.
Didn't you say that yesterday? When it was 5 till 7?
It can be any time. So you tell me.
7.
All day.
Greedy bastard from Australia. Whatever. What? 5? No. 5 to 7? What you like?
Do you have a like?
What?
Do you have a like?
Yeah, we just don't do it anymore. pause. Finished. If you ask me, don't ask me, you are the boss. But I only take my 2 hours, twice a day. But you say when. But not uninterrupted. Fuck you.